Hi everyone, welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. Before we begin, I just want to remind you that you will need the following for this activity: a pencil with something to write with, and some paper, preferably your exercise book. Fab. The date of WALT today is the 8th of the 7th, 2021. We are learning to subtract decimals within 1 today. So yesterday we looked at adding decimals within 1. Today we will be subtracting. So to get our brains warmed up, on your screen you'll see your starter. There are 4 questions. I'll read the questions through to you and then I'll just give you a bit of time to have a go at answering them independently. So question 1, 1/10 equals how many hundredths? 42 hundredths equals how many tenths and how many hundredths? Top tip for these two, I would write them out using your digits first, okay? That will help you answer and understand these questions a bit better. Number 3, 2/10 equals how many hundredths? And then question 4, 53 divided by 3 equals, and you've got this to help you for that one, okay? So pause the video, have a go, and we'll catch up soon. Okay, welcome back guys, let's see how we got on. So 1/10 equals 10 hundredths, okay? So when we were exchanging yesterday, if you had 10 hundredths, you would exchange that for 1/10, okay? They are equal, they are equivalent. 42 hundredths is 4 tenths and 2 hundredths. So imagine if I wrote the number 42 hundredths, it would be 0.42. 4 in the tenths column, 2 in the hundredths. Number 3, 2 tenths would equal 20 hundredths. 2 tenths would be 2 out of 10. We'd have to get our denominator 10 to 100. So to get 10 to 100, we'd have to multiply it by 10. Whatever you do to your denominator, you have to do to your numerator, so that will give us 20. And then question 4, 51 divided by 3. Well, it's not a very nice sum, that one. So what we've done here, we've given you a bit of a clue, because what we've done is we've partitioned it for you to make it slightly easier. So you can do 30 divided by 3, or in other words, how many 3's are there in 30, which will give us 10. 21 divided by 3, how many 3's are there in 7, or what do you multiply 3 by to get 21? The answer is 7. Okay, so add them together and it gives you the total of 17. So that's how you can divide by partitioning. Okay, 0.7 take away 0.3, or in other words, 7 tenths take away 3 tenths. So looking at a number line, if we put that as a bar model on the number line, okay, we've got a bar there that represents 7 tenths, okay, from 0 all the way to 7. If we subtract 3 tenths, we have to take 3 tenths away. Okay, so we take that bar of 3 away, which will give us 0.4 or 4 tenths. Here we've got 0.08. If we were to partition this, okay, you've got 0.02. So if we take away 0.02, we know we've got 0.06 here. If we add them both together and do the inverse, we know that will give us 0.08 or 8 hundredths. Okay, your turn now. So I'd like you to have a think. Based on what we just went through then, I would like you to solve 1, subtract 0.7, subtract 0.1. So first I want you to do this on a number line. Okay, so starting at 1, take away bar model of 0.7, then take away 1 from that again. And then once you've done that, can you also partition it using the part whole model below? Okay, pause the video, have a go now. Welcome back, boys and girls. Let's see how we fared with that. So there's our bar model to represent 1. One whole bar of chocolate. Then we subtract 0.7. Okay, so we cross off the bar. So we take away 7 tenths.
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you. Oh. Could you please repeat what you said?
I'm not speaking to you, Siri. Apologies, Siri thinks I'm speaking to him. So if I take away 0.7, we've got 3 tenths left. We then need to take away 1 more tenth, which gives us an answer of 2 tenths. Okay, using a part whole model, you've got 1 here, you've got your 0.7 here, your 0.1 here, and then your 0.2 would be your answer just here. Okay. Again, if you did the inverse, if you added them all up, it would represent 1. You get 1 whole. Okay, let's have a look now using counters and place value grid. So 0 and 35 hundredths, take away 0 and 12 hundredths. So if we represent 35 hundredths on our place value grid, it will look like this, with my 3 tenths and my 5 hundredths. I then have to subtract my 12 hundredths. So the first thing I do is I take away my 2 in the hundredths column, 1, 2. And I take away, so that gives me 3 hundredths. Then I subtract my tenths. So I've got 1 tenth that I subtract here, which leaves 2 tenths. I put my 0 in as a placeholder, and my answer is 0.23 or 0 and 23 hundredths. Let's try another one. This time we've got 0.63, take away 0.1. Remember, just be careful. Remember, the 1 is in the tenths column. So it's 0 and 63 hundredths, take away 1 tenth. So there's my 63 represented below. And this is where we go wrong. So this is a common exception here. Lots of people will look at that and go, right, okay, I need to take away 100th. But do I? Have a think. Okay, hopefully you've realised that actually this is 1 tenth, so we'll be subtracting from the tenths column, not the hundredths. So here I've written it as words as well, so you've got 6 tenths, take away 1 tenth. So we've got nothing in the hundredths column, so we know that's going to stay the same. Now I take away my 1 tenth, gives me 5 tenths, so my answer is 0.53 or 0 and 53 hundredths. What I'd like you to do now, boys and girls, is have a go at questions 1 to 3 on your worksheet, applying all those skills we've just talked through, and we'll catch up in a minute. So pause the video and have a go at questions 1 to 3. See you soon. Welcome back, guys. Okay, let's carry on. 0.31, subtract 0.15. So this time we're going to use it pictorially to represent this sum, and then also we've got our column subtraction model here as well. Okay, so the visual learners can see, and the doers, okay, the people that physically like to have a go at doing it, can learn as well. Okay, so 0.31 is represented here. Okay, you've got 3 tenths and 100th. And we're taking away 0.15, so 15 hundredths. I've gone one step too far down on my model. So first thing I do here is we always subtract, remember, the smallest column first. Okay, in this case it's our hundredths column. 1 subtract 5 we cannot do, because the number at the top is smaller. So that means we have to exchange from next door. So we have to go to the tenths column and ask if we can borrow 1 tenth. Okay, so if we were to do that, we would take away the 1 tenth, and now we've got an extra 10 hundredths. Okay, so that will give us 11 here. So 11 subtract 5 would give us 6. And remember, we've exchanged, so our 3 tenths becomes 2 tenths. Okay, so now we've got 6 in our hundredths. We've got 2 take away 1 tenth gives us 1 tenth. And we've got nothing in our ones column, so the 0 goes in as a placeholder. And the answer is 0.16 or 0 and 16 hundredths. .17 subtract 0.21. So again, let's have a look. So how would we do this? So over to you now, boys and girls. Just try and solve this yourself. So I will. So have a think, pause the video, and good luck. Welcome back. Let's see how we fared with this one. So 0.7 subtract 0.21. Okay, so when you lay this out, be really careful. As long as you line up your decimal places, your digits are going to be in the right column. And what you'll notice is we've got nothing here. Okay, we've got 0.7 because we've got 7 tenths and we've got no hundredths. So some people like to put a 0 in as a placeholder, but you don't necessarily have to. I've gone too far again. So 0 take away 1 I can't do. Okay, once again, because the number at the top needs to be larger, so I need to exchange for next door. So let's do that. So I'm going to go next door. I'm going to go next door. And I've exchanged 1/10. And now I've got 10 hundredths. Here we go, as shown here. Now I can subtract. So 10 take away 1 hundredth. Okay, it will give me 9 hundredths. Then I move on to my tenths. Remember, I've exchanged, so my 7 becomes a 6. 6 take away 2 equals 4 tenths. And then I've got 0 take away 0 as a placeholder goes in 0, so 0.49. I'd like to have a go now on your own at questions 4 and 5 on the worksheet. Pause the video and I'll see you soon. Welcome back everyone. Last couple of questions to look at now before we finish off. What is the difference between 13 hundredths and 3 tenths? So 13 hundredths as a fraction is 13 over 100. Or as a decimal, that would equal 0.13. 3 tenths equals 3 over 10 as a fraction, or 0.3 as a decimal. 0.3 subtract 0.13 or 13 hundredths. How would you work that out? Have a think. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look together. So if we set it out using column subtraction, it would look like this. I've got nothing here. So 0 take away 3 I can't do. So the first thing I have to do is I have to exchange for my tenths column. So my 3 tenths becomes 2 tenths. And I borrow 1 tenth, which gives me 10 hundredths. Now I can do 10 take away 3, which will give me 7. Moving on to my tenths, 2 take away 1 tenth gives me 1. My 0 goes in as a placeholder, 0.17, or 0 and 17 hundredths. Let's apply that now to solve some problems. There is 0.7 litres of water in a bottle. Mo drinks some juice. Rosie drinks twice as much juice as Mo. 0.1 litres of the juice remain in the bottle. How much juice did Rosie drink? So I'll read that to you one more time, and we'll underline the important information from this question. So there are 0.7 litres of juice in the bottle. Okay, we'll underline that, that's really important. We need to know how much it was to begin. Mo drinks some juice. Rosie drinks twice as much juice as Mo. In other words, she drinks double the amount that Mo does. 0.1 litres of juice remain in the bottle. How much did Rosie drink? So we need to work logically to answer this. Okay, so use the information you've been given already to work out the missing information. So I'd like to have a think and have a go at solving that on your own, and then we'll recap and look at it together. So pause the video and have a go. Good luck. Welcome back. Okay, let's use and apply that knowledge to solve this problem. So we know we started with 0.7. And I'm going to subtract what I know is left. Okay, so 0.7 subtract 0.19. So using our written method, okay, we know that will be 0 in here. I can't do, so I have to exchange for next door. So my 0 tenths becomes 6 tenths, and now I've got 10 there. 10 take away 9 hundredths gives me 1. 6 take away 1 tenth will give us 5. Okay, so now we've got 51 hundredths left. So Mo and Rosie together drank 51 hundredths of a litre. Rosie drinks twice as much juice as Joe. So this is a good pictorial representation of that. Okay, so what we need to do here is divide 51 by 3. And that will give us the value of each piece here, of each bar, if you like. Okay, and if we were to do that, we get 17. So in other words, we got 0.17. So we know that Mo drank 0.17 litres, and then Rosie drank double this. So if you double this, you would get 0.34 litres. So Rosie drank 0.34 litres. And then finally, I've got 2 challenges here for you to have a go at today. Challenge 1, Teddy used a calculator to solve. And here's his sum. Okay, and that's the answer he got there. When he seen the answer, he realised that he'd made a mistake. He typed in all the correct digits, but can you spot his mistake? Where could he have possibly went wrong? So, to answer this, explain in words. Top tip is I would use column subtraction, okay, and try and go through process of elimination. What mistakes could he have made? And then question 2, what are the missing digits in the calculation? So you can see there's 2 splats there. What digits should be there? Okay, I suggest you pause that and have a go at that, and then send it to me once you finish. Good luck, guys. I look forward to seeing all of your completed work later. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.